Fire. Fire.
What was the bigger surprise, Luka or Jalen?
Oh, man. Great question. Both happy surprises with big upside. I think Jalen, if I had to pick, obviously we knew he had championship pedigree and a quarterback, but to have him start as many games as he did and, be in serious consideration for an all-NBA team, man, just really happy and blessed and lucky he fell all the way to the top of the second round.
Could you talk about the excitement going forward between Luka and KP and what you guys anticipate out of those two guys?
It's like Back to the Future almost. It's we started a few years back with a similar floppy-headed European and a point guard from Canada, and I think that Luka and KP can really do some magical, cool stuff here that we'll hopefully enjoy for 22 years.
What's the moment that sticks out from the last 48 hours?
I'm sorry?
What's a moment that sticks out to you from the last 48 hours?
Oh, man. Going back to the original scene of the crime 21 years ago, when Dirk literally played in the pillbox right next to the SBC Center down there in San Antonio, and going there with Holger. We hadn't been there in 21 years, and going to the same locker room and experiencing that right before the game was really, really special and unique. And Coach Popovich, as you guys know, who's class on class, and had a chance to go in with Holger, before the game and visit with him, and just the stuff that we've experienced, with Dirk has just been just such a magical carpet ride, and to do what the San Antonio Spurs and RC and Pop did down there last night, it just couldn't have been a better ending on our sincere gratitude and appreciation to the fans of San Antonio and the San Antonio Spurs for sending out the German in classy style.
Did Pop have any good questions for Holger?
Oh, no, it was honestly, a lot of it was, back to Nelly and myself and Pop coaching back in Golden State. And ironically, he took a couple of Lithuanian tie-dye T-shirts that he had kept through the years and kind of gave them back to me. And and then obviously the focus was on, Dirk and Holger, and just the appreciation that Pop had. Look, they've had, Timmy and Manu and David, and just a score of great, incredible people go through that organization. And so when you have someone that's kind of cut from the same cloth, there's a lot of commonality there. And so again, it just was really a special moment that we had a chance to share together.
How did Dirk go about telling you that this was going to be it, and how long had you known, maybe not officially, but just knowing Dirk?
I didn't know until he announced in front of Larry and Charles, and that's the first I had heard. I was actually doing shows earlier in the day, keeping the door open, and so I think that he felt the timing was right. But no, I don't think any of us really, quote unquote, knew until he made that announcement.
Donnie, what are your medical people telling you about Hardaway's surgery in terms of length of rehab and availability when you reconvene in the fall?
No, things are on schedule, and Timmy's really excited, and obviously we've got some building blocks here that are going to be kind of the new Mavs as Dirk passes the baton off, and so he'll be at full strength come training camp.
Is he getting a rod in there or something? Do you know?
You have to ask Casey on that one.
We're talking about wanting to see a big jump from Luka this summer. What do you think he can do to take that next step, and what does he need to improve on to kind of make that leap?
It's just been such a great first year for Luka, but he's certainly not a quote-unquote finished product. Defense is a big piece of it. I think just kind of now with Dirk truly being gone, just the leadership void that needs to be filled. He has the ball in his hands a lot. He's our point forward, point guard, quarterback, and so there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that position.
Players choose to go out in their own ways, but the way Dirk did and the reception he got all year long was just on brand with the Dirk that we've all known and you've known especially over the last 21 years.
I tell you, it shocked me, for him to come to his last home game and put 30, and then last night watching him just warm up before the game, I don't know how he could walk out there, honestly. And for him to drop 20 and 10 in his last game, I was in shock. I was in awe. But it just, again, it shows the incredible competitiveness and winning spirit that he has, and certainly going down and to be able to, go to your rival, interstate rival. You've had so many incredible battles through the years, and from Coach Popovich to RC to the entire fan base, to show that kind of appreciation, I think was just a very, very fitting end.
Did you try to talk him out of retiring, coming back?
Oh, I'd take him. If he walked down here, I'd sign him to a 5-year deal right now.
Yeah, who's doing Hardaway surgery, do you know?
I don't.
You said that you didn't know until he announced on the floor. What was that emotion? What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, you kind of anticipated and expected it, but the finality of it, I think, was the thing that really grabbed him. Grabbed all of us. The thing that will forever be singed in my memory is when on the Jumbotron they were playing where he was going to the Make-A-Wish kids in the hospitals and such, and to see Dirk get that emotional during the game at half court, that really hard to fight back the tears on that one.
What are you guys going to do without him around now?
Well, he's not going to be gone. Thankfully, he's going to be a piece of this organization going forward. We're trying to figure out what that statue is going to look like. If it's going to be the all-out Jesus Dirk, or if it's going to be the one-legged flamingo, or the Dirkingo, or whatever we're going to call that.
He's had 2 dunks in the last couple.
Yeah, I look at it. Absolutely, the fountain of youth, right? But no, just. Such an incredible run and career, and just to, be lucky enough to be a piece of that and share a locker room with such a class guy. It's just been it's just a total honor.
Are you guys going to plan on having that statue ready at some point next season?
That's going to have a lot of thought put into it, and when it's time, it's going to be something really, really special.
Donnie, what do you think about the young core you guys have on this team? What do you think it's been for them to see Dirk in this last 48 hours?
It's been extremely emotional for all of us, not just the first-year rookie guys, but those of us that have known him since he got into the NBA. It goes by so fast. You blink, and there goes 21 years. And it's really hard to put into words. You can't come up with enough accolades. It's just been an honor.
Whether it's by him picking up his option or coming up with some long-term deal, what would you put the odds on Dwight Powell being a Maverick this season?
No, Dwight is a Maverick, and one of our key pieces coming off the bench. So absolutely, we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that his example, leadership, and on the court production stays in a Maverick uniform for a long period of time.
Secondly, how far along and how are the negotiations with Kristap?
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't. Dwight is under contract, and Kristap's is not. But obviously, he and Luka are building blocks for us going forward, and hopefully going to be together for a very, very long period of time.
Will you guys retire Dirk's jersey next season? No, that's not.
The sooner the better.
What does that mean?
That's Mark's call.
This
On
summer,
the lines of contracts, JJ out here today expressed total confidence that he's coming back here, says he wants to be here. He feels it'll work out. I mean, I know you're not negotiating now, but what's your organization's read on him coming back again?
Hey, JJ is currently the only Maverick that is still a Maverick that won the championship and has a ring and brought that trophy here. That's certainly not lost on us, and I'm very confident that JJ will not only retire Maverick but also be here as Dirk and Devin, to be Mavericks of the future.
This summer you have the ability to bring in new players, bring back players. What do you think you need to add this summer for the team to take the next step?
Oh man, there's, obviously we feel really good about some of the young pieces. We're looking at those opportunities and possibilities as we speak. Firepower, we're looking to take this situation to a whole different stratosphere. It was a very painful year for us in a lot of ways. Not just saying goodbye to Dirk. We didn't win as many games as we wanted to in some of these guys' young careers. And so we're absolutely looking to take that next step next year.
Is your goal to have Porzingis play the 4 and make personnel decisions based on that to where he can play the 4 position?
I think that's what it looks like now. He's obviously versatile enough where he could slide back and forth different positions, but I think in our system as it sits right now, that's probably the way it's going to settle out.
From a team building perspective, how freeing is it that Luka as a 6'8" point guard and KP as a shooting big man that opens up almost any player that you can put next to them? How much easier does that make your job?
A lot. I mean, you have two guys that love to share the ball, and they can make the big shot. Total team guys. So it's almost like having a quarterback and a small forward's body that can slide to the 1, 2, and the 3, and KP can slide to power forward or center, and so it gives us a lot of versatility.
How do you prioritize what you put next to them just because almost any player would fit?
Best players. We like I said, we want to get back to the playoffs as quickly as possible.
Do you need resolution on the legal matter with Kristap back in New York to feel comfortable about a long-term deal or not?
Based on the nature of that, I can't comment on it, but Kristap's is our number one priority in the offseason.
Beyond Harlow, anybody else having off-season surgery?
Just small stuff, yeah. Small stuff, yes. Yeah.
Nothing to keep them out of camp.
No.
Do you feel like the young core is, or how do you feel it is equipped to sort of pick up that Dirk mantle, or is that too heavy a mantle?
That's a mantle. I don't know where to begin on that mantle. That baton is, bigger than a baseball bat. So you do it by committee, and knowing that it's probably not going to be just 1, 2, 3. It's going to be, the veterans that will be back in that locker room, teaching our young guys. We've always had, really good chemistry, and I think our young pieces kind of fall right into that camp. I think the thing that we're internally most excited about is we have a nice group of young, very talented players that, as Dirk, we think will be representative of this city for a long, long period of time.
All right, Donnie.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.